Welcome. Yes, you're in the new Providence. Where niggas get to snapping like they got no common sense. When we approach with confidence, revoking confidence. His offense slip enough to throw the hardest to the fence. So raw is what he is, you can't stop it like jail runs. And ain't no topping him, he's opposite of well done. Rare without care, put clocks on the line. Comfortable with my flow, it's like I got Crocs on my rhymes. No, rocket science, but
Yo, we
Yes,
in here,
sir.
man. F4, baby. We about to get this popping, man. We in the AFC West, my personal favorite division to talk about. But I don't know. I might not have that much fun during this segment. Maybe I got some people with me that help me enjoy it. I'm here with our special guest host, Big Earn. What's up, man?
What's up, guys? Happy to be
Yo,
here.
yo.
Big Earn, man. You don't mess with Big Earn. Big Earn don't play with that money, man. And I'm here with Jay Reeves, the gambler.
F4 kicking down your goddamn door.
Man, and we here. We about to get it popping. We got Silly C with the numbers.
Haha, it's your boy. Let's go.
It's your boy.
It is your boy, man, and we are in my division, which is the AFC West. My personal favorite team. I reside in Denver, Colorado. I fucks with the Broncos. We're not going to start with them. We're going to go ahead and start with the team that won the division last year, and let's go ahead and go into the Kansas City Chiefs.
No, you're right.
So, man, I got the Kansas City. Man, you threw me off with the Chiefs.
I'm sorry.
I got the Kansas City Chiefs sitting at minus 290 to come about the division, and they're sitting on the win total of 12.5 win, guys. What are we doing here?
Over.
Man, so there's a lot going on here with the Kansas City Chiefs, man, from a rebuilt offensive line that looked terrible in the Super Bowl, but they did make it to the Super Bowl 2 years in a row. Pat Mahomes is just a stud, man. They're talking about getting the ball to Clyde Edwards-Helaire a little bit more throughout the pass, but I do want to get into the wide receivers, man. They let the Lizard King, Sammy Watkins, move on to Baltimore. Now they're sitting back there with the likes of Demarcus Robinson, Brian Pringle or Byron Pringle? Anyways, either way it goes, that boy be popping chips. But I want to get into Mecole Hardman. Ern once said to me, he's like, damn, man, I'm waiting every year for Mecole Hardman to pop. But it seems like he's extremely Tyreek Hill's backup. Yeah. So, guys, Cody, let me kick this off to you, man. Can Mecole Hardman step up and be a wide receiver too in Kansas City?
I believe he can. He showed flashes of that last year. The problem is they had a loaded. I mean, their receiving core, the tight end is loaded. Even the running back, so it's hard to get touches there. Watkins leaving really opens up the targets for him, and I really think he's going to see a higher target share. I do see him having a really good season, maybe even possibly a breakout season this year.
All right, my bad, Cody. I set you up there because he cannot be the wide receiver too because that spot is strictly reserved for Travis Kelce. He will never be a number 2 receiver because Travis Kelce is number 2 receiver.
Kelce is the number 1, if you put it that way. We're going
we're having discrepancy. We're having discrepancy. The thing that's hard to gauge through these mock drafts is the Travis Kelce pick because they got him ranked about the 4th or 5th best fantasy player, and so he's always getting gobbled up by like auto draft people in these mock drafts. So it's really tough to get a take on where you would actually take him. Big Earn, can you let me know where I might find Travis Kelce when I'm looking for him? Like, am I gonna find him in the first round? Like, do I gotta find him in the second round? Where do I find him?
I was talking to Jay Reeves about this pretty much like the whole week, man. You can make an argument that Kelce is a top 5 pick. Like the last 5-6 years, every single year, the guy is going in the second round, early third, every single year. Plays all the games. Last year, he had 105 catches, 1,300 yards, 11 touchdowns, I believe. Those are elite numbers right there. At a position where you have 2 guys tops. Kittle here and there, you know what I mean, like injury concerns. So I mean, like you could argue three, but Kittle, Kelsey, he's definitely, I say, late first, early second round pick.
Mm-hmm.
Man, Kelsey has been just letting every other tight end play for second best right now. And you had Waller step up to it last year. Second best is tough to find. Like normally when you see a good offense like the Kansas City Chiefs, you try to just get a piece of it, you know. And that second wide receiver has been so elusive because we thought it was Sammy Watkins. He's not available enough. Plus, he doesn't get the target share enough. Jay Reeves is thinking is Cole Hardman. Cody, is it me, Cole Hardman, or do we look elsewhere for the secondary wide receiver in Kansas City?
I think
And
it's
not
going to
named
be,
Kelsey, you know.
yeah, not named Kelsey. I think Hartman is really going to have a good year. I would say yes.
Agreed, man. It's going to be a good year. It's going to be a tough year for the AFC West. The team that is second favorite in there is the team that I have to talk about, a team that finished last. They're actually projecting this team to have one of those worst to first type comebacks. They're plus 490 at winning the division, so still a long shot, but could possibly happen. And plus 1600 for winning the conference, so they got them just slightly behind Tennessee. They think that the Chargers are going to be a factor. Me, myself, when I look at the storylines for this year, they've retained all their pass rushers and Bosa and Ingram. They're healthy. They're
No,
good.
Ingram's up out of there.
Oh, Ingram's up out of there?
Yeah, he went
Yeah.
to Pittsburgh.
All right, I'm all the way asleep. So, I mean, so it's a little bit more difficult for them. I'm trying to find why Vegas is shifting these numbers. Should I shift on my pick for the second best team in the AFC West, Jay Reese?
Oh man, did you go thumbs up or thumbs down on 9.5?
Man, that's too. I think all of us are probably gonna go thumbs down. That's a hefty win total, even with the extra game. Where you at? Y'all gotta
Man,
show it. Where you at? You think over?
Over.
I ain't
Yeah.
get it. All right,
nah.
well, we'll skip Jay Reed's Big Earn. Why are you always by yourself on these decisions, man?
So the Chargers, a big area that they struggled in was the offensive line last year. This year they signed a new tackle and a new center. They got the center from the Packers. That line is going to surprise a lot of people. I think they're probably going to be a top 10 unit. They have the weapons. They got Eckler, they got Allen, they got I think. Williams is going to have a big year this year. Their head coach is he's from the Saints.
Yeah,
Um,
Sean Payton disciple.
their offensive coordinator is from the Saints. So I think he's gonna bring that offensive mentality to the Chargers, and I think they're gonna be around 10, 11 wins, 11 wins.
Okay.
Yeah, Anthony. Fuck, I'm forgetting his name. And
Anthony Lynn is
Anthony
out of there.
Lynn. I know he might have been one of the biggest snubs of the offseason as far as losing his job,
Yeah.
because you've seen that he was able to do his thing. The thing that I think about Anthony Lynn, it kind of brings me to Austin Eckler. Could he be like one of the biggest snubs in the first or second round, Jay Reese?
Man, it's crazy, man. Me and my boy Big Earn was just having this conversation.
Bruh,
And
all I do is cook and I pull these out the air. All I do is
I'm telling
cook,
you, you stay
not
in the
eat.
kitchen. You stay in the kitchen, baby. But man, with that being said, Austin Eckler, just for me personally, he's not my type of dude, but I am expecting him to have a phenomenal season this year, man. He can actually get it done between the tackles, and he's real crafty around the goal line. The thing that I don't like about Austin Eckler is injury concerns. He's a little guy, but I do expect him to be breaking out that guitar a lot this year.
Yeah, I mean, and hopefully he's playing the same tune. We'll push it into the team that finished. I don't know where they finished. Man, Oakland Raiders. I
Who
don't want to
cares,
give them
right?
an intro. I just want to give them the outro. You go ahead. Talk about the
So
Oakland Raiders, Aaron.
The Raiders are at plus 1,300 for the division. The over under on the wins is 7. I'm taking the under. Definitely taking the under. I think that this is make it or break it year for Carr. He's been in the league 8 years. Stats look good, but I don't think he's a good fit for that team. Their offensive line. That was last year. It was one of the better lines in the league. This year, they have a new center, they have a new right guard, and a new right tackle. Their left guard is a 38-year-old Richie Incognito. At receiver, you got a bunch of speed guys, man. You got Brown, who they got this offseason. You got Ruggs, and running backs. You got Jacobs, who I think was a disappointment last year. And then you have Drake as well, who was another disappointment last year. And I think that team, I think they have talent, but the biggest issue on that team, I think, is culture. Defensively, they're one of the worst teams in the league. And I'm definitely taking the under. I see him around 5 wins, and I think they're going to go for a quarterback in the draft next year.
Yeah, I think they'll be one of the worst teams in the league, and that's not just my orange and blue glasses. But like he said, they have signed and fielded disappointments, like Josh Jacobs, disappointment, Kenyon Drake, disappointment, and Henry pulled the whole rug up out of my receiver core. You know what I'm saying? Last year, man. Oh man, I don't know about Henry Ruggs. I really ain't got a ton to say good about the Raiders, and I'm kind of in Antonio Brown's spot. So I mean, we ain't got nothing good to say.
Get me out of here.
One winning season in the last 17 years.
Cody, do you want to talk about them, man? I see.
No, well, that's what
I'm just done with the Raiders. I'm just grossed out. It's icky.
I took the under too. I see 5-6 wins from them. I see very likely they're drafting a quarterback next year, and maybe even looking for a new head coach.
Yeah,
hey, I got one good thing to say about the Raiders, man. Darren Waller. That's about all they really have. That's about all they really have at the receiving core. He's about to get a ton of passes, a ton of yards, a handful of touchdowns, man. That's about all they got. So that is one bright spot. Yeah, I can't hate on that boy.
Yeah, and I got Darren Waller at a value pick, and I was looking for him in all my leagues, but I was only able to retain him in one league. It was that league that won the championship, and I know I keep saying that, it doesn't.
Yeah, you keep saying that.
Yeah, but whatever. But the league that I was able to get him in, because I was targeting Waller a lot in the league that. So where do you guys think Waller's going to go this year? Probably right behind Kittle. Like
third, fourth round turn.
I have him as a second guy. Kittle here and there. I think with the uncertainty at quarterback, Waller takes that second spot. Yeah, second spot right there. Probably 10-team league. I'll probably fourth, like early fourth. Maybe late third. Like I said, there's 2 guys at the position who are starters every week. I would say 3, Kittle, but for sure there's like 2 guys, and people spend the premium picks on those.
Yeah, and that's what you got to do. You got to make sure you score right in the tight end. This next team we're going to talk about has a team that has a player that could make a Darren Waller type implosion this year, and that's Noah Fant. And the team we were talking about is laced all behind me, and it's the Denver Broncos.
Let's go!
I'm not the one talking about, but I'm not the one talking about them. Cody, talk that shit about our Denver Broncos.
So right now they're at, and I'm just smiling. They're at plus 600 right now to win the division. Plus 2,000 to win the conference. 8.5 wins. After this preseason game, I'm giving them 9. I'm definitely probably going to give them 9. I think it's still going to be tough for them to get in the playoffs, depending on how some of these other teams play. I think 9 wins should get them in, but 10 is what they need to get in. But that being said, right now their roster is loaded. They are loaded with talent, and that just
Man,
shows. Oh, go ahead.
no, I was just gonna say like the roster is loaded, like top to
Loaded.
bottom. The highest paid defense in the league. Currently, we have one of the decenter quarterback rooms, but that's just because we have like two like B minus motherfuckers in there with Drew Lock and Teddy Bridgewater, and there's quarterback controversy. But that's because our team is kind of stacked, man. We got four decent wide receivers. Our fifth wide receiver just had a
Yeah,
2 touchdown game. Trinity Benson, Cody, talk that shit.
yeah. So we got Cortland Sutton, Jerry
Hmm.
Judy, Hamler, Tim
Going ham.
Patrick, and
Hmm.
that's just the top four. We
Oh,
still
but
have Sean
none of them
Hamilton.
scored two. None of them scored 2 touchdowns last
Yeah,
week.
Trinity
no,
Benson.
yeah, we
Trinity,
definitely no, but yeah, I'm getting to Trinity. And then not only that, but let's get to our backfield. We got Melvin Gordon leading right now.
depth, depth,
Soonly, Javante Williams will be taking that piece.
depth.
And so
Facts.
Royce Freeman, Mike Boone. I mean, that's
Facts.
four legit running backs just right there. Even to the point where now we have two quarterbacks that could step in and be starters.
See,
So
and that's
really,
that's kind of wild with all that depth. Jay Reeves, you can't tell me they have depth at like tight end, do they? Like where? Like who's their tight
Oh,
end?
oh
oh,
man, no offense, man. Please forgive me. I do not
Albert
know.
Oakwood neighbor, no, Oakwood,
I
Oakwood.
I
didn't
do
know the
not
Come
know
on,
name
the
say
name,
it.
Albert Bo's name, but he is a light-skinned beast. Man, I just thought about it. Light skins win again.
Damn you, light skins.
Damn you, man! That dude, that the secondary tight end, that dude is a beast, man. I'm just over here smiling, man, because we have a lot of depth at every position, man. All we got to do is get our mind right in the trenches on that defensive line, man. We'll be right back in business. I currently have the Broncos getting 9 wins this year, man. I don't know. I think we can make a little noise. I'm
Yeah,
really upset we passed
yeah.
on Justin Fields. Really upset we passed on Justin Fields. As a matter of fact, Ernest, why don't you tell me a little bit about Drew Lock?
Oh man, Drew Lock. I think he's made a lot of improvements this offseason. You can see it with the coaches, with the players, in the training camp. Less picks. With the decision making, he's not forcing picks. Second year in this system with Shermer, I think it's going to be his first time in the last 5 years that he's had the same offensive coordinator in back-to-back years, and that's dating back to his college
Mhm.
days. And in that second year, I think people were saying that he was going to be a top 5 pick.
Facts.
So I am if Drew Lock is marginally better than he was last year with the team that we have, I think we're fighting for a wild card spot. Right there,
But
man.
but Big Earn, man, if you have two quarterbacks, they say you have no quarterbacks. I argue the other side. I think this competition has brought the best out of both our quarterbacks. Jay Reeves, do you defer with me? Like, I believe we're under like 20 training camp picks, and that's against a defense that's top five, top three potential. Like, they're gonna finish really high this year. Our defense is studied out. Jay Reeves, talk to me.
Yeah, man, with the boy Teddy Two Tap over here, man. He's a real solid backup. Drew Lock, I'm changing my tune, man. Drew Lock does have a lot of upside, man. And I feel like there's a real high ceiling there if he could pull it all together. So I think that Drew Lock should definitely be starting. Teddy, we've seen what you can do. Next year we'll probably bid you farewell. But Matt, you have to tell me, man. I almost wish they just didn't play Javante Williams because his ADP shot up. Is that somebody on your radar?
Absolutely, man. Like he's definitely about to go down. But the only reason it was able to shoot up, and I'm sure Royce Freeman caught some eyes with his average, but the only reason it was able to shoot up is because Melvin Gordon, he's got one of those golden tickets. He's like, I'm paid, I'm good. Like freaking, I don't have to play in preseason. I
Mm-hmm.
do look at Melvin Gordon, who's been falling outside of the top 100 ADP as like a good 4 week starter. Like grab him, start him week 1 for sure, and then just
Yes.
see how it plays out. But grab him. He could be the 4th running back on your team. He could be the last pick out your round. Grab Melvin Gordon. I do think he'll give you a solid 4 weeks, and then let Jesus take the wheel. And I think that just might be what happens in this situation. And it's really crazy. We spawned a Drew Lock question to Earn. We spawned a quarterback question to Jay Reese. But Cody, I got another quarterback question. What can Drew Lock do to lose his quarterback job? Because it feels like
Ooh.
he might start to have it locked up. No pun intended. Like, what can he do this weekend with the second stringers? Teddy B got to start, but what can he do with the second stringers to lose his job?
Right now, I almost want to say he does have it locked up, but I feel
Mhm.
if he comes out with the second string and does turn over the ball a bunch and comes back and shows some of those old signs of the troubles he's had, I think that could potentially have it open the door for it, but I don't really see it happening.
Man, and just like our camera shots right now, Teddy is lurking, man, and he does get to start. Fangio ain't even made his pick yet, so it's really interesting to see the way this might play out. Any final takes on the AFC West, Big Earn?
Um, I think, like I said, I think it might come down to, week 17, 18. It might come down to the Chargers and the Broncos, those last two games to see who's going to fight for that wild card spot. I think, it's definitely something to watch for. Denver is a young, stacked team on both sides of the ball. If the quarterback plays just a bit better, man, they're up there for me, double-digit wins.
Yeah, I mean the roster's there. The quarterback might be there. Jay Reese, go ahead and give me the moral of the story with the AFC West.
The moral of the story is it really sucks for the Broncos to be in this division because, unfortunately for us, the Kansas City Chiefs and Patrick Mahomes is going to be locking down our division for the next 5 years.
Yeah, I mean, and that's pretty much agreeable. Cody, there might be a chance, like if Kelsey fell to the later first round and you were able to get Kelsey and Tyreek at the turn, that you can have an all Chiefs big three with Kelsey, Tyreek, and Mahomes in the fantasy draft. Would you do anything like that?
That sounds very, very interesting.
Now they'd all have the same bye
Um,
week,
I
and
think
there
you're
are
just getting an
downfalls
idea
with
right there,
that. But
bro.
would you take that slice of the pie?
It's
That's
like
a
70
big
to 80
slice.
points right there.
That's
that's
like
very
that's
possible.
120 points a week almost. Like,
That
like,
that's
and
very
that's three
possible.
rounds.
That would definitely be consideration if I ended up in that pick. I would definitely look there for that.
Man, I think that's something that we all couldn't shy away from. Any Chiefs on your offense this fantasy year, but make sure you don't shy away from hitting that subscribe channel, that subscribe button or that like. FO baby, we in here. Y'all know what we do here, baby.